And now, Jieshuo, aka Commentary Screen Reader, CSR, or if you're me, the Confused Screen Reader. This is a segment dedicated to this great popular screen reader where we show you some new feature or some feature that we believe you should be in the know of. And now, for this episode, here's your entry for Jieshuo, aka Commentary Screen Reader. And to close today's episode, we now move to our next segment, and we're talking about the Jieshuo Commentary Screen Reader, aka Jieshuo, and aka Confused Screen Reader. I can't get away from saying that because I simply want to piss Kareen off. But she's been very good with me and very patient. Now, here's Kareen to bring us another entry from Commentary, aka Jieshuo Screen Reader.
Hi. The Inquire by voice functions in Jieshuo Screen Reader are functions that enable users to speak their own prompts and send them with a screenshot of the current focus or the entire screen to the Blue Heart AI service to get responses based on the prompts used. The two functions can be assigned to gestures. Also, they are in the main menu and you can activate them from the voice assistants. However, recently, the Jieshuo developer has included a new way to activate the Inquire by voice about current focus function. Let's see how it works. Let's open Screen Reader settings.
Main menu. Screen Reader settings. Jieshuo Plus.
Then Advanced Settings.
Advanced Settings. Advanced Settings.
Then Voice Assistant and Translation Settings.
Voice Assistant and Translation Settings. Voice Assistant and Translation Settings.
The option is still in Chinese. It can't be translated until the developer adds it to the translation strings.
Append the text. Unchecked. Mute. Unchecked.
This is the option. I'll use the translation.
OCR and Translation. Click and hold to use voice to ask for focus function unchecked.
I will check the checkbox.
Check a checkbox.
Now let's explain the method. In order to activate the Inquire by voice function using this method, you have first to focus an item. Then you have to touch this item and keep your finger on the screen. So first focus either by touching the actual position or by using the swiping method. Then touch the place where the item is located and keep the finger on the screen until you hear the beep so you can speak your prompt. I'll go to the home screen.
Home screen 1 of 2.
And I will touch one of the icons.
Seeing AI.
Then I'll tap again.
Seeing AI.
Can you describe the icon?
Recognition in progress. This icon shows a simple design. The main element is a white pattern that looks like an abstract eye or camera lens. This pattern is placed on a blue oval background. The background itself has a gradient effect, from light blue to dark blue, and there are some light spots and lines, giving it a sense of technology and futuristic. The overall design looks very modern and clean.
So I didn't lift my finger until I heard the beep. Now I will use swiping to focus an element. Then I'll touch its position. And you should pay attention to the point that it's not possible to focus an element by swiping, then putting the finger anywhere on the screen and keeping it to start the feature.
Cache Reader.
I'll swipe now to the left.
CX File Explorer.
And then I'll touch the same icon on the screen.
CX File Explorer. Other client recognition in progress. This is an icon image showing a folder icon. The folder is blue with a white CX on it. The folder label is orange, and the background is a light gray and blue gradient. This icon may represent an application or a folder, depending on the context.
What I did is that after I heard the beep, I used the back gesture because I didn't want to say a prompt. This stops the listening service, but it sends the screenshot to the AI service, and it responds with a description of the image. I hope that my explanation was clear. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Kareen, for another entry from Jieshuo Screen Reader. And if you don't know how to get hold of this, you could always write to us or go to accessibleandroid.com, and you can find links to where you could download Jieshuo Screen Reader.
Yeah, we will clear people's confusions. But actually, I want to say two things. First, I said during the recording that you will hear the chime to speak, but I don't know why. Actually, it wasn't capturing this chime during the recording, so you weren't able to hear any chime when you listen to the recording. But it's there, so it's just the chime wasn't captured. This is the first thing, and the second thing is that on Friday, the Jieshuo developer included a new thing, which is the ability to modify or to change the thing related to the voice assistant and the Inquire by voice functions to give the users the ability to ask using text. Actually, it's not the best implementation, but he did it well. What I was looking for is the ability to ask using text. Or to include two functions to ask by text, but this is not what he did. What he did is a switch in the settings, advanced settings, voice assistant, and translation settings. It's currently in Chinese because it's not in the translation strings until now. But the switch just gives you the ability to disable the voice thing and to replace it with text. So, but it works generally. So if you check this box, what will happen is that you will be using typing when you invoke the voice assistant, or when you use the Inquire by voice functions, all of the functions, including the one that I was talking about in this recording. So it will always use typing. It will always give, or it will always use text input instead of voice input when you check this box. So I don't know if he will keep this like this, but for now it's the method he is using. So I wanted just to point this out to people who are using actually the beta that was released on Friday.
So in other words, you have two options. You can either use voice or text, but you cannot have both exposed to you at the same time. So you have like maybe two buttons, say, okay, or there should be a toggle that I could just, switch to text or switch to voice rather. Right there, you have to go into the advanced and choose either of the two. And then when you feel like using voice, you got to go back in there and choose to use the voice. So I see what's going on. Yeah, but I think it would be nice if he's able to have both buttons right there, or at least like a toggle there that if you double tap on it, it changes to text. And if you double tap on it, it changes to voice and something like that. I think that may be probably the best approach, wouldn't it be?
Exactly. And you're learning quickly, actually, which is good.
Well, at least you are not angry with me, so that's good. You're a good sport. So, oh my goodness. Sorry about my whatever, but I couldn't resist the confused screen reader. So you see where the confusion is, Kareen. There's a little bit of a confusion here. So try to educate him a little bit so that we have a better experience. Because, like I said, he's got very great ideas. He needs someone to also help him. Hey, do it this way and that way to make things better.
Yeah, but confusion is a trademark of this guy. So if he changes, it won't be special.
Oh my goodness.